red sails in the sunset. Can you imagine the sunsets and the evening is gone by, miles and miles, wherever, over trees, over lakes, over water, over mountains. There's a kind of a dream was usually with the sunset. Really, sunset is sometimes can be very sad, can be very, very happy. So we make a happy sunset. I do it on a black canvas. So you see again a black canvas and I fire in, I have to show you, Indian yellow and a little touch of blue. Just a little touch of blue, and I try to get this kind of a color in first. That is kind of a holes. You see some openings in the sky there. See, maybe here on the bottom we will put a little bit of water in. We put it in there too. So I see roughly just the dark, dark silhouette and the red sunset popping up there. See, now here we will. It's a transparent color. Always on a black canvas, use a transparent color, because we want to use that black. If I use an opaque color, then I lose the black canvas. See, now this is nice. This is nice. More Indian yellow. So I use different colors there because I know I paint to put other colors. But everything I put on top will be transparent. Now I will use a touch of alizarin crimson. I take it off of me. I leave the brush the way it is with all that dirt. You see, now I have other color because I mix it with this again. You see? Kind of a alizarin crimson is related to red. Okay. Maybe here again a bit more, here around. So that because I have that color underneath, that means I'm mixing right now. But I want to show that color in between some openings. It gives you quite a nice sunset sometime. So. Maybe a bit more alizarin crimson here. From the side, see, I want to have the sun brilliant in the middle, and maybe here a little bit dark, alizarin crimson, and still the brush is dirty with Indian yellow. Now I will wash my brush and have a clean brush. And I use red. See, kind of an orange red, firing red there. And up, and up, and up, 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 up. See, because now you mix again. Because you get together with the alizarin crimson and the Indian yellow and a little touch of blue. Leave some openings. See what the fire you get in there. Maybe I clean my brush again. And then you fire in again. Let's do it like that. Kind of orange color, and you fire in again, right where the sun is, and you are up. And see the darkness in the brush, that means, look at it, isn't it beautiful? God, how fast you can do it, and you really get such a mighty spark into your sky. Black canvas, if you ever get used to this idea, it is so much power. It's far more power than the white canvas. So, again, in here to the sun, and off the sun, and wherever you think there should be. It's related, alizarin crimson is easy. You mix with alizarin crimson, you get darker. And you have it the way you want. Now, there's so many ways of thinking about sunset. See? You can, watch. You can leave it just like it is. Sometimes that looks the best. We always think sometimes we have to do it brighter and nicer. See? But you can do it like this if you want. See? It doesn't matter. Now I just show you a couple ideas how I like to see it sometime. Now I will use a big fan brush and I will use a touch of yellow. And actually when I put it on wet and wet, right into the sun, that means with other words, I mix again, you see? And that gives me the brightest colors there. Again, yellow, and fire in where the sun is the best. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? At this time, I will just do it the way I did it before. I will forget the sunbeams, the sunburst. But I just show you that because you can do it so many ways. There's so many ways of getting the sunset done. Again, yellow. And in the meantime, I mix, but I go out from the sun, in more. And as I go up, I mix with the other color. It gets darker, darker, darker. After sun, it should get darker. See, and in this case, I would like to see movements, a lot of movements. See, you can use the big brush. You don't have to do it with a small brush. See, start up here, and then you go up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very powerful sunset. Now, I will go for the little details. Just the little details. I use my fan brush. I will use a touch of white this time. And that is the brightest I ever can get. And that will be here. Here. You see? So this is on the bottom. It's just the sun is just left the wall. It's just gone down and go up, 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 up. So now the next step will be I will create this sun. I will have a silhouette landscape there. Maybe I use a 2-inch brush and I use blue, alizarin crimson. Blue and alizarin crimson is the darkest color I can think. To me it is darker than black. See, then I create a kind of a whatever is there. Isn't it wonderful? It just gives you a mighty impression there. Blue, Prussian blue, and alizarin crimson. And you can even create kind of a tree, whatever would stand there. And into the dark, maybe here. You see, don't worry here. I wouldn't worry there too much. See, on the side, just come down with a deep evening. See, by having it so dark, that becomes so light all of a sudden. See, that's the optic illusion we create. Otherwise, if I had it light on light, you get nowhere. This is such a powerful painting. I create just a kind of a silhouette. You look into the sun, you make piggy eyes, you cannot see too good. There we are. Now I will use the other brush and I will use the same colors here, orange and yellow, and I would say I fire in there. See, let it be powerful in the middle and let it disappear on the end. And then you use alizarin crimson all the way through to the end. See? Here the same on this side, alizarin crimson. And don't clean your brush. See, let the brush get dirty with whatever's on the canvas now. Alizarin crimson. There you are. Alizarin crimson. See, act like you reflect that into the water there. Just reflect it in, just push it in, so that you have a feeling of this is reflecting into the water there, and that, and then there comes a happy ending. This all goes into water, more darker, more darker, more darker, see, and then lighter, more darker now. Now I use Prussian blue and alizarin crimson, and a fire in there too, so that I have it. This, what in the back will reflect in the water, and you see with that almighty dark, that light that powers up so much. It is such a wonderful feeling. See? Now I got it already quite the way I want it. See, yellow, yellow, and now if I see, you bring this bit of yellow down to there, right there, right there, right there, and pull it off, pull it off, pull it off. See, and then slowly, slowly you harmonize with what you see, there. Bit of red, now orange colors there. Just harmonize a little bit like this, and let it disappear into yonder. Look at that. It gives you that almighty evening feeling. It comes to a happy ending. So, here on this side the same. See? Let it be darker, darker, darker. Here you correct it now. You have to really make sure you harmonize what you see on top. I need a bit more yellow. A bit more yellow. I was so stingy, I thought I have enough. And again, yellow. Start off there again. Because you mix, right away when you touch, you know you're mixing. And that gives you the punch. I will use a fan brush, a little fan brush, and white and yellow. White and yellow, you see how I take it off? And now just see, that's the brightest point, and I do the same there. That's good. See, now I have lots of power. Can you imagine? Now you use your big brush. Where is the big brush? Clean. Wash your brush. And I will make some upstrokes there. But don't go into the red now, just enough that you get that bit of a feeling it's standing up there. See? See? Look at that. Don't pull it into the sunset too much. Just a little bit. But you have to practice that. And then here, in this case, I pull this down. This down. See? Pull this down. So that's good. And now, make sure you have a dry brush and a clean brush. And you do it like this, with a very light stroke, very light stroke. See? By having a thick, solid paint, you can do that. You could not do it if you have a soupy, thin paint. Now I have my water lines in already, you see. Then you use your knife, your happy knife, and I will create a bit of yellow, see here, and a touch of white. And if it is, that will be the right thickness, I feel already. Kind of a yellow. And you can just, I would say here, don't keep it too yellow, then it turns green. See, I have lots of white in there. Maybe a touch of red would be easier. Red always kills the green. Something like this would be better even. See here, this dawning water line there. Put in the center. Don't worry about the thing going down there on the side. Just maybe like that, but nothing loud, nothing loud. Just there, that's it. There's a hair here, I have to take that off. And I make sure I have my lines back again. My lines back again, see? Now we will put a couple movements in there. Couple movements. See? A thinner white would be better if you use magic white, or I have a thinner white here. See, this is thin. Can you see that? This is like a real thin white, and that's a thicker white. Now a thinner white. You remember the philosophy: a thinner paint sticks on a thicker paint. See, now here I would like to. That's nice. And here again. See, but always keep it just the power, pull that power into the center. A thinner paint, you see how I take it off? I mix it with the yellow and the kind of orange color there, so that I have a little thinner white, pull it off nice, and now I do it again. See, like, see what it does? It dances it right into the water. Dance it right into the water. But keep it in the center here, or keep it in the sun. See? Look at that. You can have it bigger. Now, as you come forward, then you really can make a bigger line there. Yeah, that's good. Always make sure you have a clean knife. And I pull off some more. But it didn't paint always. Thin it down. You see how I do it? Thin it down like this. And then give them other. Allah Almighty. Touch. You know, now we come here in between. There is some movements, but it's not so light. What I do here, I take this. See this Indian yellow and blue, it's kind of a greenish. And I want to create it like in a shadow there. See? Now this is a shadow color. That is not as bright as you see it here. So I could not put this light colors in here, because then I would fool myself. See? Good. Good, 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 good. Now we will go on creating kind of a dark, just very dark, bit of a shoreline there. But dark, dark. See, this is the color I use here. It is so much darker than this. Can you see the difference? It looks bright because against the dark. That was good. What I have to do now as the next step, I use a fan brush and use those dark lines. See, dark with blue in again. Mix it back till I get the colors back in again. Indian yellow, a touch of red. See, now I got the right color. What I want to create here is a kind of a just upstrokes. Just upstrokes. See, it looks like there's some trees standing there. Some trees standing there. But it's also dark in the evening. The sun is already behind and you don't see details anymore. You see maybe what I show you here. Little upstrokes. See? Look at that. Just perfect. See, this is something to control your light and dark. When you have the sun, water is the best leader, because in the water or gold or silver or brass, you know, when you play with those kind of thing, then the light it's full. But when you have grass, there is still a light going over the grass, but it is not bright because grass don't reflect much. Doesn't reflect much. So that's good. And I let it disappear completely into the night here already. So I won't worry about that at all. See? Now the next step, what I would do, I would use a bit of red and I would have a little bit of see, as soon as it comes to the sideline, the sun hits a little bit of, see, like that. Maybe here too. See, the LED sunbeams hit a little bit of ours. Make sure you have it from the sunny side. See how it looks now? Very, very easy, very easy. Same on this side. Maybe here. See? Look at that. See, and here you can do it because there's nothing you can do about it. But then when it hits the side, then you could see the sun hits the side of whatever is there. See, here, maybe build it up like this. There we are. See, I couldn't do it on this side because the sun would not jump round and hit this side. Maybe here, oh no, that would be the wrong thing to do. See? Now we're coming to a happy ending. Happy ending. See, with such couple strokes, I made such a powerful painting. Too loud. See, those strokes are already too much. And when you have them too much, then you take the big brush and you wipe them out again. See, you don't worry, you just never worry. You just wipe them out again. And let it just come into the sun, and there is where you show that little bit of light. See, now the lead strokes are you take your big brush and you have a clean brush, and now you go over the whole thing, like watch the lines how I pull them. You see what I do? I pull the lines along, actually, but touch them very loose. See, and I do it this way too. Just touch it and pull. You pull the lines along. See, and that makes a nice, clean painting. There you are. Here's a little hair. We have to take that hair off. And then I make the lead strokes here. This way. That came a bit too loud. See? There you are. How you like it? Very powerful colors, isn't it? And you do it with such ease. Wonderful sunset. Thank you for watching.